the Philadelphia Phillies have won the National League pennant.
The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball. The 3-0 pitch, swing and long drive. There it is, number 500, the career 500th home run for Michael Jack Smith.
The base is loaded. 1 out. Deep to right field. Second up,
Welcome to the fan lot and happy Easter, everyone.
Definitely.
Oh, God.
We already got Tommy. He says, after watching our opening credits, I've come to the realization that we are fulfilling the stereotypes. Drunk Philly fans, all our sponsors are breweries. It's true.
Well, I mean, we're tuning to our audience, which is a bunch of people that drink. So, I mean, I don't know how else to put that. And, I mean, we have Delco Dive, which we test the beers, and, you know, we're pushing our 4 breweries right now, plus the, few ones that we pick up through along the way.
Shane, we got Shane back.
Oh, what's up,
He's
Shane?
got a little bunny, and he says, cheers. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. What are we doing? Cheers, Shane.
So good weekend. I took 2 out of 3. It's highly important for the sake of our goddamn record, especially since Miami Marlins just surpassed us in the standings.
Before we get into that, Tommy's calling us out because we did not play a
song. Now, should that be a thing, considering he is now part of the network?
Ooh, good question.
Or is he the special? Always gets a dance every time he comes in.
I mean, tradition, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tradition. He is the OG fan.
I think I'm going to name this episode "Flops on Fake Pegs." That's what I got in my notes right now.
Okay, I'm going to move on and get into the dugout after that.
I know exactly what the comment is. All right. I know why I wrote that down.
There it is. The Dugout is brought to you by Righteous Felon. You can go to www.righteousfelon.com and use promo code OCSN for 15% off the best beef jerky around.
I think I realized I have to get us a camera that runs while we're doing our notes.
Why is that?
Just for the shit that goes on during it. Hadley bursting in, you and your snickering with your jokes. And then the amount of times that I kept saying, motherfucker.
True.
ESPN, I don't know how they did it, but they saw. Shut up. They made it to where anything that is an ad on there, whether it's the Apple Music or something they're promoting, if you even glaze your finger over it, it automatically opens it. And I'm sitting there trying to get my notes, and I'm scrolling, and every time I scroll over something, it automatically kicks me into Apple Music or whatever the sponsor is. But like if you do it on anything else like Twitter or Facebook, you glide right over. But it's like they somehow took my screen and made it ultra sensitive on them. So I'm sitting there the whole time, and I'm like, motherfucker, motherfucker. Like, all right, let's chill.
Okay, let's get into this.
Mm-hmm.
Shane says sloppy base running today would have had the W with smarter base running for sure. 100% agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy says great games this weekend. Last night was everything I wanted back with this team. Seriously, guys, if you could have seen Vince and I or heard us, it was like we were in the playoffs watching the game. My throat hurt after it was over. We were screaming. It was great.
That Stott hit was some playoff atmosphere hit. Like,
Yeah.
the amount of excitement we got off it.
So we won our first series. Fantastic.
Mhm.
Um,
I would have rather have lost Friday and won today, because it kind of sucks that we got our rings today and we lost the game. You know what I mean?
Again, I think it had a lot to do with the sloppy base running and
Sir Anthony.
yes.
Yeah.
But we walked 9 players today.
You just can't do that in a game and expect to win.
No, absolutely not. And that combined just kind of killed it.
Also, we're kind of dull in our top 3 on batting.
So yes, let's get into that. Game 1, the Phillies took the W 5-2. Game 2, also the W 3-2, and today we lost 4-6. Lots of mistakes.
I see. Everybody was mad at Castellanos, but what happened in that? It was bad, but he should have committed or not committed. Like, I understand he was initially being waived and then he was being stopped.
That was Marsh.
Was that Marsh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then that's what I'm talking about.
And then the whole thing with Schwarber, he kind of did the same thing too.
I mean, Schwarber made it though.
No, later on in the game, it happened twice.
Yeah.
Where they kind of got stuck in between bases, got tagged out. So Shane's prediction is that Stott is the player of the series. Stott is, what is it, a 9-game?
He's hitting every game.
Hit? Like, yeah.
And he's had, I think it was 5 double hitting games or multi hits in it. Not double hits, I'm stupid.
Who do you have? Tommy agrees with Shane, by the way.
What, for player of the game?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Stoat all the way. He's been, you can tell, and everybody made fun of him for it. But I mean, he went back because he enjoyed the energy of our World Series run, but also he went to see what went wrong in his batting.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like, him and Boom are showing you they took a shit ton of time in the offseason to get their shit together.
Yes.
And I don't understand why people kind of rag on Stoat for that. I mean, his first, playoff appearance, and he's going to go back and watch it. Like, I'm going to do the same thing. But then he went down on top of it more and was like, I'm going to see what I could have did better.
Mm-hmm.
And he's showing you it now with him having 9 games and hitting in all 9 of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Shane's saying the same thing. Only player on team to reach base every game so far. Boom is the dude.
Mm-hmm.
I was between Stott and actually Sosa for player of the series.
Dude.
He is actually responsible. I think he has the best numbers for the series, not, like all players for this season.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought he was fantastic and really showed up for us. And yeah, I like him. I like him at third base too.
Dude, I think I put the tweet out either today or yesterday, and I was like, Boom is exceeding, my expectations for him going into the season.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I might be wrong. I'm kind of liking Boom on first base. I didn't think he had the ability, but he's obviously taken time to address his issues in fielding. And I mean, he played the ball a couple times today where I was like, nice play, dude. He fielded it perfectly. He got himself in front of it. And I mean, Sosa, I mean, that play he had where he slipped and still, it bounced off his glove and he barehanded it and got it across.
Yes.
I mean, and got it in time. I mean, I'm liking him on third base. And I think that might have been something that can really, help our season since, Reese. So
Rob Thompson has gone on record to say that Bohm's main spot is third base. That's his position. And it's going to be constantly switched, whoever plays first base. So that is worth noting.
Oh.
Also, do you want to go ahead?
I want to see them send Clemens back down and bring De La Cruz up. I really feel like I don't know why, but I feel like he would have been a better option to bring up. His overall his length of his body and his batting.
Dude is huge.
Yeah, I mean he batted way better in spring training, and that was in the beginning pitchers, not in the end, where you know Clemens was coming into the game as a reliever for our guys, and he was getting some good at bats, but he was facing the people that were probably not going to make it out of the minors.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like De La Cruz is on the ball at the beginning of spring training, and I think he fielded first base really good in spring training, so he would have been my. I hope they bring him up.
Hey, you never know. Oh God, Shane, I know. So it was the ring ceremony today. We kind of mentioned for them, winning the NL championship last year. Reese at the ring ceremony. Oh my God. I don't know if you guys listened to it, but basically everybody was saying they had tears in their eyes. It was extremely emotional, and I'm so glad that he got the respect that he really deserved from the fan base.
Mhm.
And it's so sad, but I'm happy for him to get that kind of reaction. That had to make him feel really good, and you could tell he tipped his hat, so he definitely appreciated it.
He was the only player to actually tip their hat.
True,
So.
while on crutches.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you want to know what is also worth noting, Vince? I don't know if anybody remembers last year with Marshy Marsh when his foot went into the WB Mason sign, and I was really hoping they were going to leave it. Y'all, I heard directly, and I mean directly, he tweeted me from Tom McCarthy that it is a new sign, and the foot is gone now.
You know what?
And it made my entire day.
You should have asked him if they raffled that off. They had to.
They should have.
Yeah, they had to have framed it and raffled it off because
I just wanted it to stay there like forever.
Mm-hmm.
Shane thinks that Reese will be back on a 1-year deal. That would be amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I think we're gonna give him. I think he's gonna end up getting a 3-year deal. But
3 years.
Like I said, I think he's gonna get a low, like $9 million 3-year deal. I mean, $9 million per year is what I said the other day. But I could see him taking a 1-year, but I don't see a better option at first base than Reese.
Yeah, I hope.
So yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on to pitcher's poison.
It is constantly messing up.
Pitcher's Poison is brought to you by Row One Brand. You can go to www.row1brand.com for all of your vintage sports gifts, memorabilia, art, and American sports history.
That's not how you spell that, is it?
No, it's not. That's why it always messes me up every time.
Why haven't you fixed
it? You can use OCSN 15 for 15% off your order.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you're the one that types this, so that's on you, bud.
I don't think I did this one. Maybe, who knows? Overall, Friday, Saturday, I was happy with our bullpen.
Tom, I'm laughing hysterically inside right now. He says, "Hey, look, it's pitcher's poison." The last thing we did, Tommy's like, "We're all so drunk, we didn't do pitcher's poison. We were already done with it." He was just late to the party. I think he was putting his kids down for bed, but that's hysterical.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so game 1, we had Wheeler. He went 5.1 innings. He had 5 hits, 2 earned runs. He walked 3 batters, had 5 strikeouts with an ERA of 5.59.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you feel about his performance?
I feel like it was a lot better than his previous.
Yes.
I felt like I kind of seen the bullpen as too much of the same Like we're not putting different guys out there, and I think that's what might be affecting. Like when we're when we're either in a tight game and we don't need to pull the pitcher, it seems like Rob keeps the same four guys almost, maybe five, and it's like he has a guy close a game, but then he puts him in the next day, and I kind of don't like that. We have other guys in our bullpen that can go out there.
Well, speaking of the bullpen, after Wheeler, we saw Bilotti, who went .2 innings. He walked one guy and struck out one guy. His ERA is still 0 across the board. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I've been liking him this season.
Yeah.
Besides the preseason games we had with the Texans and the Yankees, I feel like he's found a comfort zone now, and I think this series really reset this team.
Let's hope. After him, we saw Soto for 1 inning, and he did perfect job. His ERA is 12.00. Then Alvarado, who is a dang on beast. Oh my goodness. He went 1 inning, had 3 strikeouts. His ERA is still 0s. And Kimbrel closed it out with 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. His ERA at the end of that game was 15.43.
Yeah, he looked good closing, and then Alvarado, and I really think Rob should not play him tomorrow because he started getting a little off pace today, and he was hitting the ball real low. He pitched good, but he started losing command.
Perfect.
But this is what I was saying the other day. We get a bunch of good games out of him, and then he starts slipping up for 2. And I think we can fix that by giving him the day off tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, he was definitely. Actually, I made a note in my head today. He threw a fastball, but he threw it off speed. Like he was throwing like 99s, and then all of a sudden he threw like a 90-mile-per-hour fastball. So he slowed it up a little bit to fuck with the batter, and I like that.
Shane says ready to see Ranger in the rotation. Yeah, hopefully we get him back soon.
And that's the other thing. 2 of our bullpen guys are starters right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So game 2, we saw Bailey Falter start. He went 5 innings. He had 4 hits, 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts, and 1 home run off of him. His ERA is a 2.61.
It was good to see 86 pitches off of him.
Yes.
Because last season he was getting to like 60 and we were taking him out. And I feel like he starts warming up in that good spot around 40. If he's in control of the game. And I mean, he seemed like he was pretty in control in that game. And then that 86, I mean, I didn't really see much from him that I wasn't liking besides the one. I think he was throwing sinkers and he wasn't hitting the right speed on it.
And he was up against their ace pitching for them. He was phenomenal. But I'm happy with how far he went. I predicted he'd go 5 or 6. He went 5. So I was happy with him. I really was. After him, we saw Bilotti again, who went 1 inning. He had 1 hit, 1 strikeout, and still 0s across the board there.
Yeah, Brogdon looked better that day.
Oh, Brogdon, he was next. Yeah. He went 1 inning. He had 2 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, and he is at a 3.60 after that game.
Yeah, he looked better than he did today. And then Dominguez was really good that game.
Yes, he went 1 inning and 0s all across the board, and he still had that ERA of 12.00. And then after Dominguez, we had Vasquez in, who also went 1 inning. He had 1 hit, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout, and his ERA is a 1.93.
Yeah, he did good, but it was iffy because you shouldn't be coming in to close the game and throw 24 pitches.
Shane says bases loaded on Brogdon. He was scared. Yeah, we were too. We definitely were, but happy that he was able to get out of that.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying with Dominguez. Like he did good, and then he came in today. I think he should have got the day off today.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, but like that's the kind of shit I'm trying to say is like these guys, you can't keep playing them. like maybe that's the one thing Girardi had, was that he gave guys days off and refused it. But he also was very bad at managing our bullpen and pulling a pitcher when it needed to happen. Rob's very good at that. He just needs to believe in giving the guys a day off. You know, we need pitchers that are going to come in and control a game, not, have the main guys come in and lose complete and utter control, or, load the bases up for a potential loss.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Dominguez should have been off today. And I think tomorrow, I would not want to see Alvarado come out. He's going to have a bad game.
Yeah, Shane says this isn't September, October. Gotta save the arms. So today we had Walker. He went 4.2 innings. He had 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 5 walks, and 5 strikeouts. His ERA after today is 6.00. So
he got the 105.
Hmm?
He got the 105 pitches today too.
Yeah, I was really happy with that. As far as depth goes, but I mean, 5 walks is just unacceptable.
Yeah. He had 2 earned runs, and that's not bad for the amount of pitches he threw. So, it seems like he's starting to find his spot in this, starting lineup. Because I think we were talking about having him as a, whatchamacallit, like a fourth day pitcher.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Over in the rotation. But I think he has a couple little things he needs to fix, address, and then I think we'll start seeing better production out of him. But I don't think why can't I ever pronounce his name? Our pitching coach. I keep wanting to call him Cable, and I know it's not it.
Caleb.
Yeah, that. I don't know why I keep wanting to call him Cable. I don't think he's had enough time to work with him between the World Baseball Classic. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like give him maybe a couple more weeks to a month with him. I think he'll have him in a spot where we're actually going to be happy with his production.
Sheen says Alms had a little something today too, though. Bad calls all over and 2 turned over calls. Also, I don't know what's going on, but they are taking a really long time with the challenges lately. Well, this past 2 games.
They addressed the one with Stote. They were waiting to see if he crossed the plate before. That's why it took so long. But I think they might have had that call wrong. Unless they somehow in New York had a fucking camera right next to the bag. Because you can't tell when the tag touches and his fingers are already on the bag.
Mm-hmm.
It's not until his hand's coming up you see the pants move, but his hand's already on the bag. It should have been a tie to the runner with that.
Yeah, Tommy says this umpire shit is getting ridiculous. I agree.
They're all scared because the robot's going to be replacing them next season.
Well, maybe they should. Okay, so after Walker, Brogdon came in. He went 0.1 innings. He had 1 walk and 1 strikeout. And his ERA is now sitting at 3.38. Then we saw Soto, who went 1 inning. He had 1 strikeout. And his ERA is at 9.00. Then we have Alvarado, went 1 inning, 3 strikeouts, 0.00 ERA. I mean, incredible. Then we saw Kimbrel again, who went 1 inning. He had 1 hit, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and his ERA is sitting at 13.50. And then everything went to shit with Dominguez. He went 1 inning, which is all it took. 2 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and his ERA is now 15.75. And he took full responsibility after the game. He said, this was on me. He said he felt really bad, but that, he definitely got the L.
He did that the last time, and I respect him taking responsibility, but you can't have this all the time.
Yeah.
I don't want 2 good performances and then have you come in and throw a game to where we lose it. He is our closer, is where he should be. An 8th, 9th inning closing pitcher, and he is not showing that he's worthy of it.
Yeah. I mean, he did okay game 2, like we talked about, but I mean, just look at the difference in his ERAs. For game 2, he ended it with being at 12, and now he's 15.75
Yeah.
after one game. I think that says a lot right there.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, we don't see him tomorrow.
But it's not even like he's coming in to where, to actually come think of it, he came into a game where the bases were pretty much loaded the one day and literally got us out of it. And then he comes in with the bases empty. And I think he did this a lot last season. When there's no pressure, he's just lackadaisical and doesn't care. But when it's the pressure's on, he's there. He knows what he needs to do. Okay, giggles.
I'm just reading. I'm trying to read comments before I say them. Sometimes I'm good and sometimes I'm bad. Shane says he's got the hot, stinky cheese, but needs control. See? You're laughing too.
He's able to put people to sleep, but he's also able to wake them the fuck up as well.
That's for sure. All right. Anything else to say about pitching?
Nah, I'll save that flop fake peg for news. It was a total flop. You know what? Fuck it. We'll get into it now, real quick. That guy should have automatically been out. There has to be a penalty for that. You didn't get pegged. You know you didn't get pegged.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It didn't even skim your fucking jersey. You acted like it hit your hand and it never fucking touched you.
Yep.
You're out. Automatic out. I don't care. I don't want to play this shit. It's just like Homeboy in the World Series that leaned into the ball and then act like he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you leaned into it. You weren't trying to swing. We watched you move your elbow like a little chicken wing. Like, oh, like I seen it, dude. So there's that.
All right. Let's move on. Let's go to batter up. Maybe.
That's how you make a statement when you've been struggling. That's pitch tonight.
Brought to you by Hangman's Brewery. You can go to hangmansbrewing.com and check out everything they have to offer. That's weird. I don't know. Oh, because you're on your phone. What are you doing on your phone?
Well, this is also brought to you by North Spirits because I still haven't made something for it. I gotta move them. But go to northspirits.com and put in OCS for 25% off your beer products. I'm telling you, you are not going to regret it. And they are now fully stocked. So, but that's the rumor I heard from our Lord and Savior, Jesse Bell. So they're fully stocked and ready to roll. So it seems like they got their shit back together. And I mean, amazing product. And Hangman is right in, goddamn, where's Jesse at? Claymont. They're right in that area, and their beer is they got straight punchers coming out. Besides that sour. That sour you and Jesse were just goofing on was just ridiculous.
Good time.
So anyway.
All right. So Turner, we have here first. Throughout the series, he had 2 runs, 2 hits, 0 RBIs, 6 strikeouts, no home runs. His average is a .308. I don't know what's going on with him. He seems to be hitting a bit of a slump.
Doesn't it seem like, and this is a little jump, but the 3 guys that went to the World Baseball Classic are struggling? You know what I mean, the Turner's 2 for 17 in this series. I mean, compared to what we had coming, our feelings from the World Baseball Classic, and then, I mean, he did good at the end of spring training when he came back, and then it's like the season started, and it's kind of dwindling.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm going to chalk this up that this is his first time playing in CBP with the Phillies, and tomorrow would be his second series. Let's see if we can get some shit rolling.
See, I expected him to really show up because of that. Like, it was his first time being a Philly at the Phillies ballpark, and nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Shane says consistency equals stats so far, and tell J Bell hello.
Will do.
Also says Turner sleeping, Schwarb's full on hoagie. Speaking of Schwarber, he had 1 run, 2 hits. He did have an RBI. But 4 strikeouts, and his average is a .158.
He is 2 for 12 in this series, and he got walked. I know he had he did really good at drawing a walk and playing it out, but he's made some bad swings, and the umpire has gotten him on a couple that on a 2-strike count, you're just sitting there like, dude, you can't call that a strike when it's like that. And he's even the one I thought he was going to get ejected because he started mouthing off, and I was like, "Come on, Sword, we don't need this right now." But I mean, there's a couple of pitches that came in that they definitely were not strikes, and they got called.
And you can see him after he is at the batting box, clearly frustrated with himself.
Yeah, and
100%.
And then his pop-ups. It's good that he's making contact. If he was striking out swinging or striking out looking, it's completely different than.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? He's making contact. It's just he's not hitting the right fucking angle. And I'm not talking about those freaking stupid sports stats. I'm just saying you can tell his angle is just off from where he's reading the ball. And if he can get that tightened out, then I think you're going to see that Schwarber we're hoping to have again.
Yeah. Real Muto, he had a good game too. He had 1 run, 2 hits, 2 RBIs, 6 strikeouts, which I don't like. But he did have that home run that was amazing for us. He is batting a .226.
Yeah, he's 2 for 12 in this series. And he had 2 games he just went 0-4, and it just, I don't know.
Shane says we will see bat flip walk off for Schwarb soon.
Yeah, because the only thing I'm seeing the bat flipping is when he spikes it off the ground after he freaking pops out.
That's like the frustration I was talking about.
Yeah. Maybe he needs some crystals. He needs to go hang out with fucking Aaron Rodgers and just get zen and just come back. Yeah. Imagine Swerver growing his hair out and becoming a hippie.
No, absolutely not. Castellanos, he had 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 RBI, 4 strikeouts, and he is batting a .226. Yo, how fun was it to watch him at third base in yesterday's game? Basically halfway down the baseline to home.
Yeah, he texted me yesterday after the game. He was like, "Yo, you see me toying with that motherfucker?" I was like, "Dude, you could have kissed home plate with how close you were, dude."
That was fantastic. That was fun to see.
Yeah, it was funny.
It was.
Especially against his old team.
Exactly. I think he really enjoyed that. Yeah, right?
No, I thought I heard the dog making that noise you never want to hear him do.
Okay. Okay, don't do that.
Yeah.
And then Stott, who we all keep talking about, he has 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 RBI, 3 strikeouts, and is batting a .429. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves.
He is the batting, on-base percentage, and hit leader. So he has 15 hits so far this season, and that .429. And his on-base percentage, I think it was a .444 or .447%. Like, that's phenomenal, especially from this young kid.
Yes.
I mean, and he's playing second base really good. I don't think I've one mistake so far this season I think he's made. I haven't seen anything really. I mean, I've seen Turner muff shit up more than he has. So
it was really cool too to see him get a taste of his own medicine after game 2 with the water. Schwarber and Castellanos doubling up there to get him.
Dude, seeing Schwarber come out with that water was fucking hilarious.
It was great.
He said he ain't ready for this one. He looked like Jason with an axe, but he had that jug of water just one-handed like a monster.
It was good time. Next up, we have Bohm, who had 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 RBIs, 3 strikeouts, and 1 home run. He is batting a .313.
He tied Schwarber for the home run leaders of the club. They both have 2 now.
Oh, okay.
So that is exciting.
It is exciting.
And I had one more. RBIs is Schwarber. He has 5. He leads the team. Which a guy that is not making much production having the RBIs is fucking pretty good.
True.
Even though that's kind of low when you look at I don't know, the Texas series where they put up like fucking 20 something points on us.
Oh god.
But we're washing our hands of that. But he went. Who are we on, Boom? Right.
Mm-hmm.
He went 3 for 12 in that series. So a little bit better production off him would be asked for, but what he's doing, he's staying consistent, and I appreciate it.
Yes. Absolutely. Then we have Marsh, who had 1 run, 2 hits. Let me keep losing my spot. 2 RBIs, 1 strikeout, and he is hitting a 333.
Yeah, he went 2 for 6. He got walked a lot actually. If you look at it, I mean,
also he wasn't. Was he in every game?
He filled in Saturday.
Okay.
And he had that hit. But he got walked a lot in this, and his 2 for 6 is actually a very good production for him. The one thing I appreciated about him when we won that game,
mm-hmm.
he literally ran and tagged home and went and celebrated with Stott. He didn't take time to himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, they all kind of came out of the dugout.
Mm-hmm.
Shane says hurt ankle ? Although there was one time today, and they were talking about it live on air too. It looks like he kind of had a little bit of a limp at one point when he was walking to center field.
Yeah,
he's
good at playing through pain though, because like the freaking WB Mason sign, he wasn't out long when that happened. I'm not saying it's the same injury, but what he did was almost the same. Like he hurt that foot, but he played through it. You know.
Yeah.
I like him. I like his dedication to the game.
Yeah, I love him. I'm a huge fan of Marsh.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Sosa, who I was really impressed with. He had 1 run, 3 hits, 3 RBIs, and a home run. He is batting a 353.
Yeah, he's 3 for 7 on the series, but I think he came in yesterday with a hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
He started today, and then Friday we moved Boom in the middle of the game over to first, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't really remember.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm like a big fan of him right now. I think that he's gonna have an exciting season.
Yeah.
Then we have Cave. Say it.
J. Cave. I'm kind of mad at him.
Yeah, he's got 0 runs, 0 hits, 0 RBIs, 1 strikeout. He's batting a 125.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that homeboy, that I don't like it when he's in the game, but he has a 125 as well, and he's played less games this year. I need J. Cave to do something, because if he's not, we might as well send him down and give somebody else a chance.
Yeah, I mean, you got to earn your spot.
Yeah, I don't have. I like him. He batted really good in spring, but if he's not going to give us production, then how do you keep that in your lineup? Might as well just have him go out there with a bat handle and no bat attached to it, because he's just going to strike the fuck out.
You want to read it?
Oh God, I love it. Not a huge fan. I don't know why I said that British.
You screwed it up.
I do not have a Trump voice.
It's huge.
You know what? We need Jamie Foxx to do it. He has a really good Trump impression.
Shane wrote underneath, cue the snort. Can I tell you, I read that comment right when I was starting to laugh, and I made sure to try and breathe a lot better just so I didn't snort. But that's hilarious.
But yeah, I'm just going to move this along because we loved this. What else do you do with J. Cave?
I don't know. But let's move on from him. Harrison, we saw him He is struggling. He had 2 strikeouts, and he's batting a 100.
Yeah, I don't believe in he went 0 for 4 as well. I don't believe in a swinging peg strikeout. He should have if he didn't complete the swing. You know what I mean? He was in the motion and then he tried stopping because the ball was coming and he got hit. If he was
Oh, I know you're talking. Yes.
like I think there should be a point like if he has a full rotation and gets hit with the ball, then that's on him. But if he's in the motion to swing and the ball's coming in
But
on him,
he did though. He did swing.
he didn't. His bat did not go in a full motion. He was swinging, and then when he went to try and stop, he had to turn, and that forced him to let the bat go. He was turning away from the getting pegged.
I think that he was fully prepared to swing and was starting to before that happened.
Yeah, but he didn't. The motion continued because he was trying to avoid getting hit with the ball. Do you understand?
I get what you're trying to say, but I don't think that's correct. I think it was a full swing, regardless if he was trying to get away from the ball or not. I think he was already swinging at that pitch. Shane is funny. He says Masters or MLB.
What, golf?
Yeah, you're talking about swing. You're not following, are you?
No.
Okay. And then your favorite guy, Pache.
Fuck that piece of shit.
He had 1 hit and 1 strikeout, and he is batting a 125.
I will never.
No.
This dude would have to literally go on a complete dominating like 12 game batting like 3 out of 4, hitting fucking like 8 home runs and completely making up for that mistake he made in center field. Like I want to see him throwing people out from center field for me to be like, you know what? I like this dude in the lineup. He's the reason we've completely had men on base, and he can't even hit a pop-up out the other way correctly. Like he can't hit it up into the Hall of Fame. He literally hits it up and he's like, yo, the ball's gonna be right here, bud. You want to catch it? And then to see him go and take that ball, and it wasn't this series, and just go to throw it and then stop. Like I just sat there and just looked at it, and I wanted to go. I think it was in New York, right?
Yeah.
And just beat the brakes off him. What are you doing? You don't. You're a professional. Throw the ball. Like what's it? You miss all the chances you don't take. You miss all the outs you don't throw. So
good point. And he scored. So on that.
Wait. Oh
yeah.
I was gonna say he didn't score shit.
Shane says I didn't like the cutoff man in the 3rd inning. I think. Who was that?
What?
The cutoff man in the 3rd. I don't even remember.
No.
Okay. Anything else you want to say about batters?
No, I agree with Shane. Fuck that guy too. I don't know who he was, but
but just okay.
No, we can move on.
Alrighty. Let's get into. Well, actually, first, we're gonna get into Phillies news, which is brought to you by Bright Paths Brewing. Another brewery, Tommy. You can go to brightpathbrewing.com for some amazing brews and beers. Check out everything they've got going on.
If I remember correctly, Bright Pass is in Newark.
Is it really?
I think so. One of them, if not one we're getting, is in Newark, and I'm pretty sure it's them. If you want to get rid of Bud Light, Miller Lite, Coors Light, whatever, they literally have a very equivalent beer. It's like they're both 4.6s. It's nice and light. So if you want a beer for chilling with the boys, I mean, they got it. And your girls.
What an ass.
Okay. Digging that grave.
Yeah, you are. Shane says, keep us on the bright path. That's funny.
Oh, no, they got a couple beers in there that are not going to keep you on the right path.
You said bright.
Yeah.
You said right.
I said bright.
I heard.
No, right. Yeah. What the fuck?
No. All right.
It's like, don't drink and drive on Bright Pass. They got some beers that are heavy.
Mm-hmm. Phillies news. National League East, our win-loss is now 3-6. Our percentage is .333, and we are last place in that standing, right behind the Nats.
Uh-huh.
So that's fun.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
What a great start.
I'm still not worried. I'm not concerned.
Hmm.
I just, there's still some kinks, obviously. I think a lot of these pitchers are still kind of stuck in spring training mode and getting back to being fully hot again.
Yeah. And Rob had a lineup set, and then Reese got injured, so he's trying to refigure out
and
this
then
lineup now.
Derek Hall got
Yep.
injured, and it's just
Mhm.
and Rangers injured. So it's just a lot. The Phillies have just been plagued by injuries this entire season.
Yep.
You should like that. Shane
Yep.
says 333 is lucky. Vince loves number 3.
Both my
especially
favorite numbers.
33. So hopefully it's lucky.
I'm lucky, so yeah, let's roll.
You're lucky.
I am lucky.
How are you lucky?
I don't fucking know.
Should have said it because I have you.
Oh my God.
What a dick.
Great
I set it right up for you. Right up.
So anyway, we're getting into Philly news.
We're already in Phillies news, bud. Got anything else?
I was trying to find a button to hit, but I can't figure out one.
Not crack
cocaine. Yep. So,
Shane says, wait until Nola and Wheeler can go 8 to 9. Yeah. I'm hoping that's sooner rather than later. And I think it will.
I'm just really waiting until we can get them to go, 4 innings without letting a run up. So, and consistently.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the big thing for me right now. Is getting the ERAs down, lowering the hits, and getting the strikeouts higher.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But Rob did address the base running and quit. He said, we made base running mistakes on the base path. As far as base running is concerned, we got to run with our heads up and just keep it clean. They were running with their heads down, so they weren't really watching what they were doing. And like awareness.
Yeah, a couple of them ran through like the stop sign.
Mm-hmm.
That our third base coach was throwing up. Also, this was for Brandon Marsh. He initially waved him on and then kind of threw up the stop sign late.
Yeah.
Honestly, Marsh just should have kept going all the way to home and, seen what he could have done. But instead, he hesitated and then got stuck in between, which resulted in the out.
He should have totally put full commitment and just sent it. Mm-hmm. I would have respected that more. But then that comes back to what we talked about last season, where you're not allowed to run through the catcher no more. Like, it's not. It's been a rule. It's a rule change.
Did you see that video I sent you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That fucking brawl.
Yeah.
But you can't.
Just reminded me of that.
You can't do that no more. And I don't understand why. He could have ran through him and knocked the ball out of him, but you can't.
Just what we were talking about there, Shane. He says see the injury pirate. Yeah, that's what I was referring to a couple of minutes ago.
Was it Cruz?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how he got hurt because
I don't know.
I thought the catcher took more of an impact.
I did too initially. I really did,
yeah,
but obviously not.
And then when they pan away, the catcher's just standing there looking down on him, and it's like,
what's wrong with you? And then everybody came out. I love when that happens. Not the injuries, but like the brawls. We were at the Phillies game when that happened. Remember?
Yeah, I had to pull you back because one dude was going after Reese.
Y'all, I was like, hold me back, Vince. I was screaming. Nobody hits Reese. Yeah, that was a fun moment though. Yeah. Very exciting. See, that's why I like hockey.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fights. I'm not a violent person. What? All right. So, anything else? Do you want to move on to Rachel's mom joke?
The only other thing was I've been hearing that Bryce has been having some really exciting batting practices in CBP right now.
Yep,
So,
he's getting homers with them.
Yeah, we just need to hold off a little bit longer until the couple guys we're missing get back. And Ranger Suarez is going to be a huge one we get back. And then, I mean, there's nothing bigger than Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
Coming back. But as far as pitching depth, I think Ranger's going to have an amazing season. And I think, and I'm hoping that these couple games are not like what happened to him before. He gets screwed over because he didn't make the pitch limit or the game limit.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you're only talking about 9 games right now compared to, I think he missed 3 weeks altogether. Or no, but the way that fucking Girardi had him, he didn't get the inning count or something. I forget what it completely was, but it was because of Girardi why he didn't get it. And I can go back and look why. Oh, awesome, dude. That's nice.
You can get that.
Did I give it to him? I don't remember doing
You're
it.
asking me?
I don't know. But what the hell? Oh, I think Ranger could be in for a potential Cy Young year. I don't think he's going to get it, but I think he's going to be a nominee if he does what he did last season.
Shane says Ranger brings a whole different attitude to locker room when he starts.
Probably because they don't understand what he's saying most of the time.
Oh my gosh. He has an interpreter.
Well, you can't talk shit when you have an interpreter.
Why not?
You think that interpreter is going to repeat anything? I bet you he has a mouth on him.
Ranger?
Yeah.
What makes you think that?
I don't know. I could imagine him like looking at his like Swerve being like, "Yo, Caveman Doom, shut the fuck up." But yeah, I mean, I think that he's going to have a very, very good season, and I hope he gets a chance. I hope he at least gets a nominee this year because he got gypped last year, and if he gets a Cy Young, I would be like, all right.
Shane says a polite mouth.
like Canadian plate, like, oh, you're a piece of shit. I'm sorry, eh?
Oh, you can do that accent?
Canadian?
Just, not Trump, that,
No, I can't do Trump.
American? Tommy says, wait, there's top... Uh-oh. Says, wait, there's top fan badge and I didn't get one.
Look, I'm going to tell you, she gets annoyed sometimes because she's like, yo, I'm right here. I'm constantly doing something on my phone involving our Facebook, Twitter, making some real cutting and editing our fucking like videos. I might have did it by accident, and I don't know. I don't know what I do half the time. Sometimes I look at her and I'm like, yo, I don't know how to do this, but it worked. And then I was like, I don't know how to go back and redo it. So, Tommy, if I figure out how to get you a top fan badge,
I know how to do it. I'll do it.
I think Rachel gave Shane a top fan badge, and it's just putting it on me.
It's funny.
Blame her.
Actually, and I didn't even put it on you. You were like, did I do that?
I don't know how that's an awkward button.
You're just awkward.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you know what we need to get?
I'm afraid to ask.
We need to get the Plinko double zeros button.
Plinko double zeros button? What do you mean?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. For Prices Right?
I know the game, Plinko. What do you mean double zeros?
When you don't win anything, the noise it makes.
Like a buzzer?
Yeah, it's like boom, 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 whatever. I'll have it for next time.
Yeah, you won't. You're gonna forget.
I'll replace the crack cocaine with it.
Really? You're gonna replace your favorite button?
Not getting rid of that one.
All right, I'm gonna move on. You ready for Rachel's mom joke?
Now time for the Rachel mom joke. Yep.
You're a mess. Rachel's mom joke is brought to you by Neshaminy Creek Brewing Company. You can go to NeshaminyCreekBrewing.com and check out all their awesome beer and more, and of course on Delco Drive.
Why do I even make things?
Shane or Vince, is this how you say it? Is that what the sound you're talking about?
No. I'm trying to put that into a noise in my head.
I don't know, like that last part. First two is easy. Is it? I don't even know. I just make a fool out of myself, which is normal.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
All right, you ready? Of course you are. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay. Where were potatoes first fried?
I can tell the nerdiness of your joke by the words of it and the way you react, like the whole snickering. Just hit me with it.
In Greece.
That makes the joke so much better now.
Oh my god! You took my mic.
I thought I was knocking the computer off. Oh, I'm sorry. That was for me hitting you with the pillow. That one could be for both.
Shane guessed PA, and then he said fuck. And Tommy says throw it. Oh, he threw it. He definitely threw it. That was bad. All right.
No.
So
The one you initially had that you were like, well, I'm just going to tell you it now because I'm changing it.
did you like that one better?
That one was better. You would have gotten a more positive reaction.
Dang it.
From your constituents.
Hold on, I still have it. I still have it.
You trying to redeem yourself?
Should we do this again?
Yeah.
Ready? Take two.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to hit anything, do I? Can I just say it?
Now time for the Rachel mom joke.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. See, now you already know it. How do you... It is actually really funny. How do you repair a broken tomato? I'm doing a dramatic pause, so somebody has the opportunity to guess. Pause time enough. Tomato paste.
See, that was way better. I don't feel like throwing a pillow at you. You got a laugh button. I mean, I don't know what else more we can do. That was good.
Thank you. Tommy says change the boo sound, dude. The kids say yay. Oh, Shane's got something.
What? Change the boo.
You're on your soundboard. It sounds like yay, and I kind of agree. Shane says, what's the difference from a...
What? No, that's cheering.
Can I get through?
Well, no, he's making me confused on the goddamn buttons. Second off, this game pre-programmed. I can't do shit. I got 4 buttons I get to change.
Okay. What's the difference from a garbanzo bean and a chickpea?
I don't know. Oh, is he giving you a dramatic pause?
Our comments are always delayed anyways.
Wait, so hold on. So far this weekend, you've gotten dunked on, and then our comments is dramatic pausing you. Oh, what's the right answer?
I've never had a garbanzo bean. I should let him answer it first before I put it up there.
Oh my god, you're just losing control of the comment section now.
It's gone. Oh god.
All right.
Also, Brandon says, "What's up, guys?"
Oh shit, what's up, Brandon?
He was at the Flyers game today, so
It was ugly. So you can follow me on Twitter at fanlotdcar or fanlot_dcar. Obviously, I am on Facebook, Vince Antonio. Rachel does not have a Facebook, but she has a Twitter. It is fanlot_rach. And follow the fan lot. Follow Old City Sports on all the platforms. And we have an exciting Delco dive coming up. So let's go.
Let's go, guys. We are gonna go live tomorrow. It's the game's at 6, so we're gonna go live after the game is over. Just because of schedule timing wise, it's just too much to go on before. So catch us then and tune in. And I'm not Shane. I'm not putting it up.
What?
I just said I'm not doing it.
I want to say it.
Darn it.
What is it? Can you read it? I can't see.
Chickpea.
Oh,
okay, so anyways.
You know what? I'm dedicating this button to Shane now when he comes in.
It's really funny. Okay, so we'll see you guys tomorrow. Brand new series for the Phils. Let's hope we take that one too. And as always,
and make your friends follow us and join the show. That also. Recommend us to a friend. That's it. I'll shut the fuck up now.
Well, Tommy had a good point. Said we should have did a combo today, opening and closing. That would have made sense, but we don't know how to make sense.
That actually, Tommy, with the way our schedule is, it's probably what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's now the Shane button. As soon as he comes in the comments, I'm hitting him with that.
Alrighty. We've tried getting off here 5 different times now. So we will catch you guys tomorrow. Hope everybody had a nice holiday if you celebrate. And make sure you check out Old City Sports Network. Thanks, guys.